Good. And we're live. Hi, everyone. I am Nick.
And I'm Maria.
And welcome to Hang Out with B.
Hang out with the BZ.
And
BZ.
Welcome to Full of Brick number 69.
Whoa.
Today is August 14th, 2016.
Oh my goodness.
Why?
Oh my goodness. It's already the middle of August.
2 more weeks left before school.
Oh my goodness.
Then back to school.
See, I don't know. I used to enjoy going back to school and getting the back to school stuff and all that stuff, but I don't want to go through the ring-em-around with my kids. Is that bad?
Do they even get back to school notebooks anymore, or is everything on tablets?
I think the teachers, I think it's provided in school.
The tablets? That's
No,
cool.
the notebooks and stuff.
Oh.
They haven't, or they give you the list the day of. And I don't
Pencil
know.
crayons. You have to
Yeah,
get pencil
I
crayons.
think we have a ton of pencil crayons somewhere hiding. We still have a lot of pens and pencils, even from our end, because we've been buying so much when we were little.
So we have Brick Dudes and the Brick Maniac
Yay!
in the comments.
Hey! Ho! Okay.
And no Harold, because Harold is moving.
Oh, today's his moving day?
No, Friday was.
Oh, so shouldn't he be moved by now?
Well, it's a lot of Lego to move.
I know. How are we ever going to... You know what we're going to do one day? We're going to have to pay this house down, and I'll just buy another place somewhere, and you can...
This will be the Lego house.
This could be the Lego house.
Yeah.
That's
So-
our secret plan.
So last week we kind of talked about the movies with Mason because it was his
Yep,
birthday weekend,
that's
but
right.
it was actually his birthday on Tuesday.
Yes, so I was able to switch my regular weekday off to Tuesday, and I was able to provide him the happiest birthday ever, even if
Why
he
was
didn't
it-
have friends.
Why was it the happiest
I
birthday
think it's
ever?
the happiest day ever. But he said it was really, really fun, Mom. So on, let's rewind one day last. So it's Monday, and the end of work, I had to actually go and do a godmother course at church.
Okay.
So I was a godmother yesterday at a friend's child's daughter's 6-month baptism. But before you become godparent, you have to go through this 1-hour course. Where
Haven't you
really...
been godmother for a bunch of other babies?
No.
Oh, this was your first?
Well, this is my first in like my adult life. I've had
Oh,
baptismal course for our 3 sons, where
yeah.
your presence was. How come it's not mandatory? Maybe you went to Tristan's. Did you ever go to one of them?
I think I remember going to Tristan's. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember going to the basement.
So the other ones, it's like I always look like a single mother.
Mm.
So in any case, on Monday night, I did that at this parish somewhere in Old Mississauga, I want to say, here in Terrence UW. And the priest there was very mean,
Oh,
or strict mean, but maybe we shouldn't talk about strict mean priests.
no.
Because our priests in our church, I mean, they're always going to be strict, but not mean, because
not
you're
mean.
already going to bring your kid for baptism, right?
Yeah.
It's not like, let me leave the faith. It's like, here, I'm bringing another soul to you. In any case, after that, I realized, oh my goodness, we don't have anything for Mason as a birthday present. And even if I'm anti-buying toys for my kids, I really am. I know it looks like we have a lot of Lego, but really the Lego is for someone else. It's not really for
So you went to
anymore.
Walmart, right?
So I first went to
Oh.
Loblaws, and there was
Oh.
nothing fun there.
Because
it
of
was,
course you have to buy someone presents at a grocery store.
well, no, I was hoping to buy him helium balloons.
Oh,
And I know the dollar store was closed already at that time, but Loblaws is open till 11, and I was hoping that in their floral department, they would have someone who will be able to work the helium tank. But it was already closed.
oh.
So that's when I called you, and really all you said is just get him some Pokemon cards.
Just get him Pokemon
And I'm like,
cards.
I didn't want to buy him any more Pokemon cards. His best friend got him a whole. So yeah, in any case, that was a wrong judgment in my case.
Your mom got him Pokemon cards,
My
right?
mom got him cash.
Oh. Did
Which, see, this is the difference, right? My mom likes to give cash, and your mom's like, cash is easy. Like, I really admire your mom in this aspect because she really knows what to get the kids. She really listens to them, or she asks them, and then she remembers it. I disregard what they say to me. and like my mom, I'm like, just give them cash. But then really, then they don't even know what to do with it. Or
Because it goes into your wallet.
it goes into my wallet. But not only that, but like I feel like once they know that they have cash, and I'm like, here, what do you want to buy with your cash? They're actually loath to spend it.
Yeah.
They actually don't want to spend it. Like even yesterday, I remember Mason going, oh, look, it's Starbucks. Can you buy me a cookie? I'm like, sure, I have your cash. And it's like, I don't want to see.
Don't
Like, you know
use
what I
my
mean? Don't use my cash for the cookie. I'm like, oh, it's okay if we're spending mommy's cash, but you have like more cash than me now. No, like he's really, it makes them think,
It's
right?
like, no, I don't want the cookie anymore.
But when you get gifts, they have no perception of how much that gift costs. But a while ago, he asked your mom for a ukulele, and I got him a ukulele last birthday, which is now in shreds. So I
The
don't
one you
know.
got him, was that the same kind that?
No,
my
no,
mom-
no. I got, maybe this is a more serious official
Okay.
ukulele. I don't know. They're all ukuleles, right? But I think last year he just totally
Tried to tune
tried
it.
it. Yeah,
too
tune
much?
it. I'm gonna try to tune this one, although it's in my mom's
How do you
house.
know how to tune?
So I went on YouTube and they just like played the string, ding. So you just tune
Until
it,
it
tune
sounds
it.
like
Yeah.
that?
So if you're
Oh.
tone deaf, then you're really screwed, right? That's part of the
Oh,
whole
because
thing.
you have to know what an A sounds like and a
Yes,
B sounds
yes.
like, and you do from your piano.
Yeah, I do, but then it's still hard. Like I feel like depending on how the shape of a ukulele is, like there's all these variables that you could have a higher A or a lower A. I don't know. Like
I don't know how those.
I don't know,
letters sound.
but of course the whole basis of any instrument is to make sure it's tuned. Otherwise, it's going to be off completely, right?
Yeah.
So anyways, rewind. So Mason had asked for ukulele a while ago, and he also asked for Pokemon. But before that, he even asked for this weird ball thing
Oh yeah.
that I told Nick's mom, forget it. But she's good. She's like, I could easily give him cash, but I like the reaction I get when I get them something that they really want.
That's what my
which
mom
is what
said.
she gets, but which is what she got, right? Because like I completely forgot about the ukulele until the morning of his birthday. Oh, so I don't know where to even start with this story. Okay, let's stick with the ukulele story where he asked me that morning, do you think Nana's gonna get me a ukulele? And it's
Is
completely
this Monday morning or Tuesday?
Tuesday morning. So it's completely slipped my mind. And I'm like, I don't know. And but if she doesn't, don't ask her. And if she does, then she does, right? Like I don't like
Yeah.
my kids asking like and
Where's my ukulele?
exactly. I hate that. So I mean, there are kids really have to be told everything is what we're learning as parents. Like you can't just assume that they're gonna have great manners. And even if you tell them, they're gonna forget, right? So you kind of nag them into good manners. So I was surprised too that Nana remembered that he wanted a ukulele. And on top of that, Uncle JB gave him like a huge bin of Pokemon. So he was over the moon happy that even if he saw my mom's cash, he's like, and then straight to me. Okay,
But-
so back to Monday night, I went to Walmart after you said, just get him Pokemon cards. I go there and like every single Pokemon card is like so expensive. Why is it so expensive
It
for
is?
cards that he's going to lose?
Oh,
Well, like a pack is like $5.95
How
and
many
there's
in a
like
pack?
10.
10 in a
And then
pack.
who knows how many like stinky cards
So
there
each
are,
card is
right?
like 50 cents.
Yeah. Which to me, a card like is flimsy,
Yeah.
right? Like if it's like a little go-go, yes, that kind of, or like a Lego, right? Like if I buy a minifig collector, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess it's all relative to what you think is worth, right? Because I know millions of people collect millions of Pokemon cards. And then a tin, the basic tin was, I thought it was $24.95, but when it's scanned, it was $18.95. So I don't even know how much Uncle JB's tin costs
Yeah.
because the $18.95 had 3 packs in it. And then like
Okay.
one extra something. Uncle JB's tin even had a coin,
Yeah.
but it's not even a metal coin. It's just like
It's a plastic coin.
foil coin. Yeah, it was weird. Like you can't tell from the package how it's gonna look.
But
right?
you didn't get him Pokemon.
So I didn't get him Pokemon. I'm thinking, like Susan got him like a magnet set that he loved and a marble set that he loved that he's not playing with anymore. But gave him a few hours of delicious fun. But that's why I don't like giving my kids toys because they'll play with it for 2 seconds and then it's discarded or done, or they'll play with it months later. But like meanwhile, it's just all over my house like Lego. And in any case, I went and bought him also like some decorations, so like happy birthday banners and things hanging, and a huge pack of balloons. Where when I came home, I'm like, hey Nick, let's go blow balloons, and it's like I'm gonna go to sleep now. So I blew about 50 balloons.
I know. I thought you had the pumper.
I did, and it broke.
Oh, so you're just using your cheeks.
Yeah.
And Hayden was helping you?
Hayden was helping me, but he was enjoying hoarding them. He would actually get a balloon and then put them under a table and not tell me where they are. And then when I would get them. So I blew all those balloons and I set them in the family room and until he woke up the next morning and he walks into a family room full of balloons. And
I know.
It was
There are like all these
magical.
balloons on the floor.
just on the floor. I couldn't find any.
Did he walk in first or did Hayden walk in first?
I walked in first. Hayden was still sleeping.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm like, okay, and now go. So yes, all of our lives. It's
And
fake.
so that footage I saw, was that the first time he
Yes.
saw it?
Yes.
Because he's like, oh, balloons.
I know.
That's cool.
He liked it. He
And then
said
you
it
gave
was
him his present. He's
magical.
like,
I know, the present I got for him. So every time there's like a commercial, it's like a Crayola commercial. And this was like, I knew he liked this one. But clearly he only liked it when he was watching the commercial.
because he was like,
Because he's like, oh,
what's this? I don't want this.
I know. I just want Pokemon.
Because it was some sort of spray.
It's a
thing.
paintbrush. It's an airbrush.
Paint airbrush.
Airbrush marker, which I thought was cool, and he thought was cool months ago.
Yeah.
And now he doesn't, which is good because I really didn't want to buy him anything like this, right? And yes, I guess Pokemon, you spend money, but it's all like look, what, is he playing with Pokemon cards? No.
Oh, it's in his booklet.
10 now.
It's in that booklet that.
So I'm asking him, how many more sheets do you have?
He has 2 Pikachus now.
Oh, are they exactly the same?
I think they're different. They
Oh.
have different powers.
So is it like different levels, Pikachu?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
I don't know Pokemon. I tried reading up on Pokemon, and there's a whole huge write up on
Backstory.
Pokemon.
You just
so-
have to get Harold to explain. That's number 1.
No, we already.
Oh, yeah, number 2.
it's number 2. So.
Then on Tuesday, you guys went to Walmart to return.
Yes, and got him his Pokemon tin. So he's happy because I guess even if Sunny gave him a Pokemon book, really when the kids bring their Pokemons in, the kids with all the Pokemon cards carry it in their tin. That all he can think of right now is maybe I'll bring my Pokemon tin, but not on the first day of school. I'm gonna see first. I'm like, well, you can just bring it, but don't take it out of your bag. But see, I'm just afraid, like, people are just gonna get like, how do you know which Pokemon cards are good? Like, is there a number at the top saying this?
Well, I
Pokemon,
was
1
talking
million.
to Tristan, and Tristan said he had 250 Pokemon cards. I'm like,
Tristan, at one point?
And I go,
How
how'd
did
you
he
get
get
so
that?
many? He's like, oh, from trading and everything.
But
So
then
I
what
guess
did he
sometime-
trade out?
But then he said I said, where are they now? Oh, I gave them all to Dylan. So he just gave them all to his
See,
friends.
people don't realize what their parents like spend.
I'm like, how did you get them in the first place? And oh, mom bought me a tin, and you just gave it away? Yeah, that was his gluten-free days, I guess. He said he was like grade 2, grade 3.
Whatever. If we let him get away, I'm sure he'll give out all these Legos too.
No.
Hey, come over to my house. My dad has this bridge.
I know. Hey,
You can
Tristan,
have it.
can I have this? Sure.
Yeah,
go ahead.
sure. You guys,
have
you
it.
guys have like the
Whoa, Tristan, you're so cool.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
know.
have it.
Hmm.
See, this is our legacy, Nick. We're gonna die, and our kid is just gonna give her Lego away.
No, but now we have 3 kids, so one of them will be more sensible. So what? I think Brick Dudes and Brick Maniac are having a whole chat here about. Oh, Brick Dude says I gave 0 Pokemon related items.
Hey, you're looking fresh, says Brick Dudes.
Oh, thanks. Like my haircut. It's less poofy. Don't give away Ducky Momo. he
Ducky
says.
Momo is a Pokemon?
No, it's just that.
Oh.
He sees Ducky Momo.
Oh.
You can search Google which cards are worth money and which are rare. Interesting.
Okay. So and then we went after Walmart for some birthday bacon.
Birthday
I
bacon.
really just wanted to make it like, what does Mason like the most?
Bacon.
Bacon.
So how much bacon did he get?
He got like 8. He couldn't finish it.
He couldn't finish 8 strips.
No, 8 or 5 strips, something like that.
So Tristan finished it for him.
Yeah.
And then after that, you guys went to Balls of Fun?
And then went to the gym.
Oh, the gym.
And then we met up with. My
Did you
best
tell
friends
people
and-
there that it was his birthday? And did they say,
Yes.
oh, happy birthday?
Yes, we did. They all knew it was his birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Did
And
they
then he
know
got-
before you told them? it say
Yeah, they did.
His birthday on
I guess
the
so. Yeah.
computer?
Yes. Although the night before, he already reminded them.
Okay.
It's their birthday tomorrow.
But it would be
I get-
different people working, no?
I can't remember. Maybe not. And then, of course, he's so excited because now he's in the same play group as Tristan
Hey, Ralph.
at the gym.
Yes,
because
he's
it's
in the same group.
organized 3 to 6 years old in a group, and then 7 to 11. So he's so excited, but that's a whole story of something. And then after that, we went to Bounce and Play, which is where Hayden had his first birthday party, and I think Mason also had a birthday party there in the past. It's really an indoor
Did he?
playground where when we celebrate and invite friends, we easily spend $400 for these indoor playgrounds.
So
food
how
and
much is
everything.
it just to go?
$9 a child.
Oh, so what are you
So-
spending the 400 on? Just
Renting it for 2
renting the
hours,
room?
and then each child costs like maybe $17
Oh.
because they provide pizza and drinks.
So next time it should just be going to
Yeah.
fun.
And the thing though is, on those group birthdays, yeah, it's fun, but it's not like they're really playing and say, hey, let's go down the slide together.
No,
They're each individually running around and going nuts on sugar, right? So,
which is what happened.
which is what happened. Like he was over the moon, and Ryan was there, who's my friend's son, who's 3, and so he was running around everywhere too with them. And you can just bring your own drinks. There was the only people there, because we went around 1 p.m. The only people there was a grandmother with 3 of her grandchildren who she didn't even mind. She just let them run everywhere because they're old enough, and she was just reading a book in the party area, like the party dining room.
Yeah.
And they would just come and get drinks from her when they're thirsty. But otherwise, it was just the whole place was ours, other than these 3 kids. So they were more than happy, right? And it was just me and we're just sitting there and chatting.
So you can
Other
bring
than-
drinks, but you can't bring food.
I'm sure you can bring food.
You could?
I'm sure.
You can bring like a bucket of KFC.
Sure, as long as it's in the dining area.
Oh.
Right. So it's actually a good time. Maybe in the morning it's a bit busier because that's when parents, like, caretakers probably bring before nap time. But by that time, and so he had his bacon, he had his balloons, he had his bounce and play,
All the bees.
all the bees. And then after that, we went to Moxie's for dinner
That's M.
with the parents and
Yeah, so we talked about last week, right? About how my parents
don't go to.
they just like buffets.
So I think the main thing isn't about like the waiting and the gluten freeness, because again, your mom isn't asking the buffet people how is this non-gluten free cooked compared to this gluten free. I think it's the volume.
They rather have more.
I think so. Well, JB looks like he
Oh.
was still hungry.
My dad said he was full.
Your dad is full. Your dad himself is full, or he thinks JB's full.
My dad
Make your mom brought a bottle of peanuts for JB.
my dad was full himself.
Yeah,
He
I
said
was
even
full.
when he got home he didn't have dinner. I'm like, what do you
that's
mean you didn't
dinner.
have dinner? That's dinner already.
No, a burger is a snack.
He's like, yeah, when I got home I didn't even have dinner. I'm like,
Did your
"Wait,
mom have dinner?
you had dinner with us. And then I said, when you guys go for buffet, do you still have dinner when you get home? It's like, no. So maybe he thought he was gonna be hungry still when he got home.
Which is weird because like you do get full, you probably aren't paying any more different than a buffet though, right?
Yeah.
Like it's comparable.
So I ordered the steak sandwich. I'm waiting for Brick Dude to go, steak sandwich.
And he said it was good.
It wasn't shaved steak. It was an actual steak
Yeah, that was the
in a
cool part.
sandwich.
I think that's probably the best deal because Tristan also had steak and it was literally twice the value.
His steak,
all of ours.
his steak was $33.
And
for
all of ours
Tristan.
were like 17, 18,
15.
15.
But I was kind of thinking because when I got my order, she asked, "So how do you want your steak done?" I'm like, "What do you mean? Oh, do you want it medium
He
well?"
doesn't know.
No, ask me.
Oh, yeah.
Because I thought it was just gonna be
Oh,
shaved
yeah, yeah,
steak,
yeah,
and
yeah,
so it doesn't
yeah,
matter how I
yeah,
want it done.
yeah.
So I said, "Oh, can I get a medium?"
And it was.
And then when they brought it, it was like a steak in there. I'm like, "Oh,
yeah.
with no bones or
Well,
anything."
it's almost like when we go. Well, that was a good French really. It's almost like when we go to the.
There he goes,
keg.
steak.
It's almost like when we go to the keg, right? And I'll order like a salad, but then you can put steak on it, so it's like only 15.
But it's
or,
steak strips.
Yeah, steak strip, but it's like steak, but then they cut it, but not like shaved,
Oh.
right? So you could see that it was once formed together. They just cut
But
it.
did they ask you how do you want your steak done? When
I think so,
they would just cut it and put it in the frying
No.
pan. and
because
they
then you
just-
wonder how much is that steak? Because when you order a steak, it's like in the 30s,
Oh.
right? And then Mace doesn't even eat his potatoes.
Yeah, Tristan had the New Yorker.
Yeah.
You had
JB didn't have any reaction. Your mom didn't say anything,
no.
so he's fine, right?
Yeah. So JB ordered a burger and his burger fell apart, just
Yes.
like how my
I
burger
didn't
fell
watch him
apart.
eat it. I just saw it fall apart, but I didn't.
I was watching him eat it, and then he just started just eating it. So I'm thinking when the last time I went to Moxie's and my burger fell apart and Tristan's burger did not fall
Yes.
apart. I think they gave me Tristan's burger.
think
So
so
I
too.
had the gluten-free burger.
I think so too.
But Tristan didn't go crazy or anything.
No,
So he
because
was,
it's not gonna kill him. Like
no, but
You know?
usually he'd be bouncing off the walls.
But maybe has better control, and the fact that we make him work out so much, he metabolizes it.
Maybe.
But I don't want to give him that option.
And then all three grandparents ordered the same thing.
Yes,
a
loaded burger.
a loaded burger. Because my dad asked, Nick, what should I order? I go, oh, last time I was here, I ordered
But your mom's been there
a loaded
before
burger.
and had a steak. She said.
Oh.
So who was she there with before?
I don't know.
I think maybe she was angry.
And so, so they all three of them ordered the loaded burger,
Mm-hmm.
and they liked it. My dad waited for the very end though. He was just eating his fries. I'm like waiting for him to bite
Your
it.
mom was said because he's doing this so much.
Yeah, talking. And then Mason ordered a special drink. Didn't he order like a
Yeah,
martini
he had
or
a
something?
no, not a martini, a Shirley Temple,
A Shirley Temple.
which I've never had as a little kid.
Isn't a Shirley Temple like a
Alcoholic
alcoholic?
drink? He was fine. I don't think it was because
He had a virgin Shirley
I
Temple.
guess so, but it was like with cherry and with fizz. I'm not a big cherry fan, but he liked it. And then he had a pink lemonade. Honestly, he should just have a pink.
Brick
lemonade.
Dude says nothing worse than a burger falling
Well,
apart.
the burger fell apart just because of the bun,
Yeah, the bun was a gluten-free
Yeah.
bun, so it was all crumbly.
which is weird because like we've had gluten-free buns and it's fine. It's like almost like Moxie's. Do you not
Yeah.
know how to make gluten-free buns
I don't
or
know.
anyhow? But it was fine.
We were able to bring a cake, and
Yes.
so they brought the cake out.
And I also brought a gluten-free cake, so there's something for JB and Tristan for desserting on.
Yeah, you had it
Strawberry.
was like a special Avengers toy on the cake. So
or Mason's cake.
Mason kept on pulling
Yes.
it and it was spinning.
Yeah, so I think that was good how we organized that in the end. And then in the end, really, what will the kid remember from his birthday, right? He had cake that he blew out, he had balloons that he saw, he got a ton of gifts. I don't know.
Yeah, it was nice.
It's just harder to organize something in the summer. Like I know enough people who actually throw their kids, like summer kids' birthdays in the end of June, which I feel like is a little bit too premature. And
yeah.
I don't know, maybe Mason's also at this age now where he's old enough to, like, he's okay, right? Like he wasn't pining for friends.
No.
Like he already had Sunny, so he had fun there. So maybe next year I'll do something similar again where there's like a day with him and Sunny. And
What about for Tristan's birthday in November?
he never had any more birthday. Remember the last 2 years we just gone to I Heart Sushi.
Oh, okay.
He'd rather have food. He'd rather have cash.
Yeah.
And it's just Hayden now, but then Hayden won't go into this kind of display until he's like great.
Chuck
5
E.
years
Chuck E.
until
Cheese.
until he's 5 years old, because he's not going to go to school until he's already 4.5, right?
We'll be
So-
back at Chuck E. Cheese again.
Yeah.
For when he's JK.
So I just give the kids like a taste of birthdays here and there, like. And Tristan's never pined for anyone. He's never like, oh, I
No.
want this kid. So are we making unpopular kids?
So how was the baptism yesterday?
It was good. It was at 3. It was raining so much,
Yeah.
which is a well-needed rain.
It
because
cooled
we've-
things down.
Yeah, we've had quite a sizzler and heat wave the last many weeks now. And even when the forecast calls for rain, it's never happened. So I've actually been spending oodles of money turning on our water sprinklers. I'm dreading how much the water bill will be. But I don't know. I feel like if I let the grass die because winter's coming, will it still be dead next spring? So I don't want to take the chance of having to unroot.
And so you're saying that Hayden was dancing like crazy?
Yeah, so after the baptism, which was at 3 at the church where the priest is.
Oh, okay, he wasn't dancing at the
no,
church.
they actually fell asleep.
Oh, okay.
So we get to the parking lot and I was late because it was raining and it was so trafficy getting there.
How
and they're
far
all-
was it from the church?
What?
Oh, it was Mississauga Valley. And the
No,
church
yeah,
was at
Here in
Merciful
Ontario.
Oh.
No. St. Catherine of Siena.
Oh, the
Here in
Filipino
Ontario.
church.
Yeah, here in Ontario in 403. I got there and it was like 2 minutes before 3, and I know this church, like, priest is already strict from our meeting on Monday that I was like
yeah.
having palpitations. So I meet my mom at the parking lot and she sits with the kids because they're all passed out. But then she ultimately went into the church like maybe halfway through I saw them. But there were 5 kids being baptized, so
Okay.
it's not too bad. But I feel like
All
I don't
babies?
know. I don't know. See, again, all. No, there was like one who was like already a grown up, like not a grown up, but like a older kid, like Mason's age.
Yeah.
There's always one. I don't know how people choose godparents. Some people choose godparents because it's their sibling. Some people choose godparents because it's their best friend, like I did. I don't have any siblings. We have JB, but like he's not fit to be a godparent.
Yeah.
So I always chose friends that I feel like it'll be in my life, right? Like I try to have meaningful relationships or choose the ones with the most meaningful relationships I could. And some people choose for, I don't know, cash. Or some people have so many godparents. I don't know how you have so many godparents. I have 2 each. Myself personally, you?
One boy, one girl.
Yeah, see, I have 2 boys, 2 girls. So, and I only keep in touch with the one boy, like one uncle and one aunt, really, right? So I don't know. I guess it's just tradition, really, how godparents are evolving at this point. But in this church, on the certificate, you can only put one godparent, one godmother, and one godfather's
Who's the
name.
godfather?
Neil's brother,
Oh,
who
okay.
came from Calgary.
Hmm.
So he was really nice, Roy. So our names are on it. And it's strange because like Leia told me that she's had a couple of her friends offer to be godparents, but their name, so she's like, okay, sure, but your names aren't going to be on there. So they're the official, unofficial godparents.
They're the backups.
They're their backups. And it's weird because like when we're being called to the baptismal fount at the front row with Leia, with the mom,
And
dad,
all the backups were after.
and the backups were on the side, but when we came to the water fount, they all came. And I'm like,
You didn't feel so
"Oh."
special anymore.
Yeah, I didn't feel so special anymore. Or it's like, or I'm just thinking like, I don't know, like I'm honored to be asked, of course, but I'm also thinking like, if Leia has better relationships with these people, clearly close enough that this person's gonna say, can I be your mom? You know, your kid's godmother.
They should have just been the godmother.
Yeah, they should have just been the godmother.
Why
I
you?
have no money to give to you. Do I look like I have enough bling to give to your anyways?
Yeah.
My goddaughter likes me. She's cute.
She doesn't smile though.
She doesn't smile, so I'm training her how to smile.
She's like Mason when he
she was. I know. So I'm like this terrible. And like totally exaggerate. My face like feels so stretched. But she smiles.
Ralph says he's thinking of doing Chuck E. Cheese for his son's birthday this year.
Yeah. See, best man was godparent to my kids.
Chuck E. Cheese is fun. We did it 2 years for Tristan and 3 years for Mason. So, but then so the party, it was in a hall. You were saying?
It's in a hall. It's a community halls, and then they just catered it, so it was good. But they also had a DJ. A friend who's a DJ with like the DJ lights and everything.
Oh,
so
what kind of music?
everything. So he had like the current ones, but then when we're having dinner, it's like the ones that Filipino moms.
So
and
it was
dads
like
love.
it was like a dance after the dinner.
It could be. So it was like just like little kids are the ones who are dancing mostly, and at the end, I don't know, like we laughed before a lot of the adults. Like there's really no, it's just for entertaining, right? But Hayden was like gravitating towards this lights, like which
Was Mason dancing?
Mason wanted to dance so badly. He was like, Tristan, come dance with me. Tristan, and Tristan's like, I'm a grown up. And I'm like, come on, Mason, dance. Because like when Tristan was 8 years old and went to the Philippines, Tristan was more than like Gangnam style.
Yeah.
And but Mason's like shyer, but Mason ultimately
digger.
did dance.
Yeah.
So, you know, but he really wanted Tristan to dance. Everything rests upon Tristan, which really sucks for Mason because
he's the cool one.
I was telling Mason, be your own person. Do what you want to do. Enjoy. Just because Tristan doesn't want to do it doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Just do it. But he's like, okay.
So last week during our Full of Brick, I forgot to show the monthly mini build.
All right. Did we? It's cute. I missed it. Did you sign up for this?
Oh, 15. Today's the 4th,
Oh.
so tomorrow.
What is it next year month though?
It's a bus.
Wait, is it on this day, the first day of school?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, this is what it was. I took the boys, and when I got there with Tristan and Mason, there was like a big table there, and the girl was asking, "So what are their names?" And then I said, "It's Tristan and Mason," and then she was looking at the list, and their names weren't there.
Oh. I don't sign up, so I don't know.
And so
At all. What if you selected like a different?
their name wasn't there at all. And then, so what I did was I went into my emails because I think I got a confirmation email. So I was looking, and I couldn't find it. But then I found an old confirmation email.
Yes.
And I said, oh, here it is. But good enough they didn't look at the date because it was like an old one.
Yes.
And so the guy who was helping me afterwards said, oh, okay, here. And then just gave him the cards.
Oh, good.
And so they were able to participate. And so it's nice. It's there's a little worm in here. Focus. So you can see the little worm in there, and you can move the worm around. And it's a nice smooth apple. Well, somewhat smooth. You can see there's like little things here.
It's cute. What, it was an easy build for them?
Yeah, they built it pretty fast.
See, like, is it only till 12?
Oh, is it till 12 years old?
I don't know. To confirm that, because then Hayden's too young to do it, and then again, I feel like then Mason's gonna be like, Tristan's not doing it
I don't wanna
anymore.
do it.
I don't want to do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
So after that, we went upstairs for them to get something to eat. Tristan was still getting over his being sick at that time, so Maria said, you should get him some pho. And so we went up there, but then he didn't know which pho to get, so I had to message you, but then you weren't there, so Tristan just said, oh, okay,
chicken.
yeah, I think it's that one.
Yeah.
So he ordered the pho, the chicken pho.
but it's the big size.
Yeah, it was the big size.
He
so
didn't
couldn't finish
realize.
it.
He didn't realize I was buying him like a kid size. I know.
Yeah. And then Mason said he wanted sushi. He wanted 4 of the salmon. And so we went to the sushi place. There are lots of sushi places there, but he's like, no, this is the one we go to. So we went there and we were looking, and there was none that he wanted, like the selection. He said, just ask them.
Because the last time I asked for them, and they did, and they only charged me $4.99 for 4.
So I asked, and then she's like, oh, I don't know if we do that. Let me ask the chef. And then she comes back, oh, okay, yeah, we can do it. We can make 4 of the salmon for $9.99. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I just paid $9.99.
And he couldn't say anything because he didn't know, but I don't think he would anyway.
And then so they gave me that little ringer thing, the buzzer.
Yeah.
Because they have to make it. So I gave it to Mason. And he was like nervous the whole time. He's like, oh, when is it gonna ring? Should I just stand here? I'm like, no, you can just go around. It's gonna buzz.
Anxious child.
He's like, okay. And then he's like, oh, look, I think it's ringing already. So I brought it back. They're like, no, it's not ready yet. So I think because it lit up, but it didn't buzz. So he wanted French fries next, but he didn't know where we
And then
were
he didn't
getting
finish
from.
it.
He almost finished it. He didn't want it from first he said, oh, what about McDonald's fries?
And you look at him like, really?
I'm like, sure, do you really want McDonald's fries?
We're terrible.
And then he's like, no, I don't want McDonald's fries. And then he said, what about New York fries? And then I said, let's just get it here at the burger place. So we just got it at that other burger place.
Did you eat anything?
No, I didn't have anything. But we were sitting in the place where we were eating, and beside us was this big charging center to charge your iPhones and iPads. But you have to put in, it says free, but you have to put your credit card in to unlock it, which kind of sounds a little sketchy.
I know. And then they read all of your credit card. Oh, this guy has like a credit limit of this. Let's
And
buy a card.
it's interesting because there's more than one outlet
Hub?
there. So I don't know if other people can do the same one as
Yeah,
you.
sharing at your credit card.
And then they can like just take your iPhone.
So wait, I don't get it. So it's a hub, but then they have the cables coming out of it?
It's
Or you bring your own cable?
closed. It has the cables coming out, but when you put your credit card in, you can select, you want 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if you select 3, then it's going to open up, and then you can use the
cords
the
inside.
cords inside.
Oh,
And then you
okay.
close it, and it's red, and then I guess when it turns green, that
And
means
what
it's
is it, like a
charged.
pull-out cord, and then when you're done, it like spools back in, or like you have to roll it?
But you put your phone back in and you close it, so it's all closed.
Oh, your phone's in there.
Your phone's in
So
there.
not only are they reading your credit card information, they're also reading every single content of
I
your
guess.
phone.
And I'm not sure if other people can open up that same thing
Slot?
when
Yeah.
you're gone,
Yeah.
because you can just leave and come back.
Yeah, but your credit card and your phone are there.
No, you take your credit. You have to put your credit card back in to open
Oh.
up that slot
So
again.
maybe, well, they can't because it has to match the same credit card, hopefully, that you put in.
I'm not sure. Well, Mike, one of my friends, was there too. He just kind of came back and said, "Hey." So, and then he was the one who was
So
trying
he
it.
came by like he saw you guys first, or you saw him and you ignored him?
No, we were eating. Well, I was just sitting there. And then
we're like on a no food diet right now.
I was sitting there, and then Mike came back. He said, "Hey." I'm like, "Oh, hey." And he was one of those. So they went to the monthly mini build as well. Yeah, it's not much of a no food diet when we had cake and steak sandwiches.
That was earlier this
and
week.
nachos.
That was earlier this week.
And then we had pizza the other day.
I didn't.
Oh, I had pizza. You got me panzerotti.
I know. I didn't sabotage.
I was
you.
asking Harold if he knew what a panzerotti was.
He
Yeah.
doesn't?
No, they call it calzone.
Oh, I guess.
They call it calzones.
I wonder what's the difference.
It's the same thing, I think. A panzerotti and a calzone. Canada, they call it panzerotti.
But depending maybe on which Italian brought it to, where they're from in Italy, and then
maybe.
they came to Canada versus the people who call it calzone from Italy who came to the U.S.
Your mom had a tooth incident.
Ah, I forgot about that already. Oh, my poor mom. I think aging really sucks.
Was it because she bit something?
No. So the week before, she had a cleaning, a regular dental hygiene cleaning. And after this cleaning, the next day it was all sore. So she didn't know whether it was like extra scrubbing or extra, I don't know. I've had that incident before.
Oh, at
Where-
Zambulans? Or at,
Zambulans.
I've
and
been
then
there.
it's
She
like-
doesn't do anything different than our new place.
But it's always your hygienist. It's a different hygienist,
Oh,
right? Like the people who clean are the hygienist, not the dentist. So it depends on which hygienist you got. So I don't know. I haven't been to hers in a while, but I remember getting some sort of a tooth pain or just a gum pain, right? Because they scrape off, I don't know what, bad
Okay.
stuff. So in any case, she was gargling with salt and water first, then she gargled with Listerine, and then she started taking Advil to no avail.
it was a toothache.
Like a gum ache, toothache. She doesn't know. Like
It
it's
hurts
just,
when she bit.
yeah, it's just the kind of pain where she was starting to get a headache and she
Mm.
can't sleep anymore, right?
Yeah.
So on Thursday night, she's like, "When are you coming? My teeth really hurt and I can't get any dentist." But I was smart enough to know that there are emergency dentists out there in the world. So I Googled and I called like this dental place in Mississauga, and they're like, "Don't you have your regular dentist?" I'm like, "But they're closed already. So where can I go?" Right? Like when I put under search emergency dentist, your office like came up. So if you're not an emergency dentist, like how is this possible? So she did give me a phone number, but this place is all the way in downtown Toronto. Well, uptown maybe, Yonge and St. Clair, but you still have to go through downtown.
Yeah.
So it's like an hour away with traffic and all that crazy, but this place is open till midnight.
Okay.
In any case, I actually haven't asked my mom how her tooth is. She hasn't complained about it, so maybe it's better. Like, how sometimes you complain about the pain, and then it just takes some time before it gets better.
Yeah.
But she was already like frustrated because it was giving her or maybe too in terms of pain management. I know I have patients whose pain management can seem to be managed properly, but it's because they wait for the pain to happen again, and they're like, oh my god, what do I do? Versus maybe you have to take that Advil every day, like, you know, repeatedly until you realize, oh, the pain's not here anymore, as opposed to it's still kind of raw. So in any case, they did an x-ray for her, and I went right after work. So you picked up the kids at least, and then I went to work. I went downtown with my mom, and then she had an x-ray, and the dentist on site there just tapped each of her tooth, said that there's probably like a root, but nothing that she can see, right? So just take Advil 2 and call your family dentist. So A, on one hand, they didn't do anything, but B, at least we got someone to see it, right? Because I don't think my mom would believe me if I said, just take extra strength Advil. Just take extra strength Advil. Oh, I know why she's not complaining, because actually the following day, so Friday, she was able to get an appointment with her actual dentist.
Sambulan.
Yeah, not a hygienist, because dentists are the ones who actually get paid the big bucks to look at stuff. She actually did put more filling. At least she put more layer, so maybe there was a nerve that was getting close to the surface, right? And that's how you're getting sensitivities.
Yeah.
And she also says she filed another tooth down, and she needs to wear her mouth guard. My mom doesn't.
Oh.
So I guess that's why she's not in pain anymore.
Okay, that's good.
So that's good. That was a story of that, and then I don't remember what actually happened. I tried to run.
And oh yeah, you ran today.
So I ran yesterday and today, 1 mile rest and then 1 mile. So 2 miles each day. And I'm always still very cognizant about my foot because it's still tender. And it's been worse because I've been on the units for like the last 5 weeks. And these next 5 weeks,
Are you
back into
running
symmetry.
how I kind of showed you?
I really am trying to, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like you have to be behind me again.
Tristan,
I don't know.
Tristan and I ran today 16K as well.
Yeah.
And he was ahead of everyone.
Do you think he's doing it just to
on.
get it over with?
I think he's,
or does he really like to run? What do you think?
well, you remember you were asking him
yeah.
what kind of camp, and he's like, running. I want running.
So do you think now he's super confident that he's thinking, I can do well in this?
I think so, because I asked him, so do you think you're faster than Christian now? He's like, yeah.
Let's see.
I'm like, really? Christian's fast.
Yeah. So on the 13th of August, actually, it opens up our local community. Sign up for what we call them, like fall camps.
Parks
Not really camp.
Parks and Rec.
Yeah, Parks and Rec. August 13th is the first day you can sign your kids up for football for the season, or soccer, or basketball. All these things that's indoor.
Yeah.
Skating included for the next, I guess it's till December, right? So 4 months.
He signed up. You want to sign up Mason?
So I wanted to sign up Mason because at this age, I felt like I really threw Tristan into a lot of activities. And being the second kid, I feel like I'm not really pushing him. And again, it's like anything that Tristan isn't doing, he doesn't want to do it too.
Yeah.
So I feel like I just have to force him into it. But
So-
it's actually quite keen
So
for
what is
skating.
he wants to do skating?
So I'm going to do skating for him.
He wants to do
just-
figure skating?
No, just regular skating. I just need him to know balance, right? So maybe he's even like behind. When is suddenly a kid learning how to skate at 7 behind? Suddenly it is.
How
because
old was Tristan when he had figure skating
maybe
lessons?
6, like grade 1. So just a year ahead. But
Oh,
like,
okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like other parents have their kids like in hockey as soon as they're like walking,
Yeah.
right? Like we're not competitive that way at all. It's just like, what do our kids want? But then now I feel like I have to push him. And I'm also putting him in basketball because as good as Lifetime is for a lot of like pickup activities, I don't think they really go through the drills.
Hey, Brickovator. He likes salmon sushi as well. Sushi.
So I signed him up, and then I was asking Tristan, what do you want me to sign you up for? And he just said running. So we actually looked at what?
Oh, Mississauga Track Club.
Mhm.
One of my patients who graduated university already, he's fast. He ran track and cross country university in the States.
Oh, do
university.
you think they got him a scholarship?
I think so. And so he said he used to run with Mississauga Track Club, which the Nomads, my group, sometimes during the season when we're running the trails, we'll see these kids running towards us and like right by us.
Mhm.
And then he even said he recognized some like old guys with their shirts off running too.
Okay, and that's you
But
guys, but
that's
you don't
us.
run. You're the only one who doesn't run with
Long
your shirt off.
sleeves.
Yeah.
Maria and I Googled Club, and how much is it? It's
For a
expensive.
full year, which is probably nothing compared to how hockey costs. Right?
650. He could just be running with me for free.
I know, exactly. But we have to look into this as he's getting older. If we, you know what I mean? Like for,
So I think scouts at different
yeah.
meets might recognize.
Yeah.
But maybe once he gets into high school,
I think so.
because then that's when scouts start
Yeah.
paying attention.
I don't want him to like sort of totally
burn
get
out.
pushed and burn out and hate
Yeah,
it.
you don't
like,
want
in
to
a few
burn him
years.
out. That's why right
then
now I'm not concentrating on any running form or anything.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
like, just run.
Just run, yeah. See too, like if he, next year say he makes it to whatever field this year, but say next year he does.
Yeah,
then
people
there's
will see him
recognition,
there
right?
if he does
So,
well.
It's just a matter of like telling him he has to want it, right? Because I feel like he has the skills, but he doesn't have the drive unless he now realizes he can have the drive, right? Because there's some kids who are just like feisty. Like they may not have the skills or the training, they just want to win.
During our run this morning, Jeremy was like, "Oh, so is Tristan gonna be in Tokyo in 2020 and running?"
Oh, really?
But I'm like, "Oh, he'll only be 15." But then again, Penny Oleksiak, 16.
You have to be 16 minimum age. I already checked it.
Well, Michael Phelps was 15.
Illegal.
In the 2000 Sydney Olympics, he was 15 years old.
Really?
And he came 5th in the butterfly.
Do you have to be maybe 16 the year of the Olympics?
What about all those gymnasts?
Well, I don't know. I honestly Googled what's the minimum age requirement for, because I'm wondering, right? At what point do you abuse sort of someone's skill
I've
at a
seen
certain
14-year-olds there and 15. So
Maybe.
Google's not always right.
Google is always right.
So for the Olympics, Canada's going crazy right now over the swimming. It's not as great as like Michael Phelps and all of the American swimmers, but usually for swimming in the Olympics, we don't do that well.
No.
But we have this one 16-year-old, Penny Oleksiak, who just went crazy in the pool this year.
Yeah.
She got a gold in the 100-meter freestyle. She got a silver in, I think it was the butterfly. And then
when was the last time Canadian had like 4 medals?
She's the first one.
Only 16. And I don't know how
Actually,
it is
I think she's the first one in the
to
or
Google
she's the first
too.
one.
If you win gold in Canada, you get $25,000.
Okay.
A silver gets 15, and I can't remember what a bronze, maybe half of that.
I wonder how
Right.
much the States. Michael Phelps.
I think it's more. I think it's more just because they always have more for
Michael
their athletes.
Phelps finished with, I think, 5 golds and 1 silver this Olympics.
Wow.
And
Not bad.
he
And then
said
plus all the sponsorships that you can get, right? Like really.
he said he's retiring, but then he said that again after
How old is he?
2012. He's 31 now.
Oh, okay.
So this
he
is
just has a baby now.
His
He just-
fifth Olympics.
Wow, that's amazing.
I think, or 4th.
I know places like Singapore
2000.
for a gold they'll give you $100,000, but they haven't had a win yet. So I guess
Philippines got a silver.
yes, for women's weightlifting.
And then there's
We're
that.
30.
There's that. The divers.
So I was looking at that.
I don't think that's real.
No, I don't think that's real. I think that's like in the Mexican something, like a pre-qualifying something.
Yeah, it says jokes.
Jokes,
There's this YouTube video, or even on
but it makes you
Facebook.
laugh.
2 Filipino divers.
Who didn't dive?
Yeah,
well.
they got a score of 0.
But it
each.
was saying that it was like at the Olympics in Rio, but I don't think so.
One of the divers did a somersault,
And
but
then did a back
back
flop,
flop, and the second one did a somersault, but then landed with feet first
knees in.
or knees first. Yes.
It's entertaining.
What else? Oh, I watched some things this week.
I read something this week.
Um,
Nobody wants to know what I read.
After Harold's recommendation,
Oh.
I started watching Boardwalk Empire.
Oh, I hear that's so good.
And Trey actually watches that too.
Trey.
My cousin Trey.
When did last time you talked to your cousin Trey?
A long time ago, and that's when he told me that's what he's watching.
Oh,
But it started in 2010, and I
Yeah.
think it went for 5 seasons, so it's done now.
oh, okay.
And it has
Oh,
to
on
do
Netflix?
no, it's super secret squirrel stuff.
Oh.
Because it has to do with prohibition of alcohol in
Yep.
the 1920s.
Yeah. And where? What state? New York?
In Atlantic City
Oh, okay.
/ Chicago,
Okay.
because it takes place in both Atlantic City and Chicago.
Which is far, right? Like,
Yeah,
there's-
well, Al Capone is in it,
Hmm.
and I think he's from Chicago, but then he kind of goes back and forth.
Mm.
But it's cool. It's part of history, American history, that I don't really know a lot about, but
Mhm.
it's one of those period pieces, but it's cool.
Did you finish
there's,
already season?
I did like 6 episodes.
Wow. And you also did this other show last night that I.
But then there's
I
a lot
didn't
of
realize I fell asleep
there's a
on,
lot of nudity, in
which
it.
is favorite.
So I can't really watch it with the boys around. Yeah. Oh, what's this?
So many people at work like it. But yeah.
They like nudity.
Mm.
And then I started watching this new show that just started on Friday. It's really good. It's called The Get Down.
It just started on Friday,
Yeah,
but it already has like so many episodes.
No, they release all 6
Oh, I
episodes
see.
on Friday.
I fell asleep. I fell asleep right after the teacher was telling him he should be reciting his poem for Pride.
Did he say it, the poem?
No.
Oh, okay,
and
so you fell asleep
I
at
thought
that
I
point.
watched it. I thought I was awake the whole time until Nick was like walking home.
Because I went down to watch Olympics.
So mean.
Because you were
I'm like,
sleeping.
what are you doing? I was watching
And she
that.
wasn't
How
sleeping.
rude.
She wasn't sleeping because she was bored. She was just sleeping because she was tired. Because they did the whole.
I know. I was so tired.
thing.
Even like driving.
So you
back,
can
I
watch
was
that when you get back from your doing.
doing.
But it was cool. It has to do with the birth of hip hop
From disco. Who knew?
and the death of disco. It wasn't hip hop from disco.
We have to actually figure out how disco was born.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure. But it takes place in 1977 in the South Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
And so it has a lot of history there about how the landlords were paying like the gangs to burn down the
New York, Bronx. Who knew?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
And they had like Grandmaster Flash there and Furious 5 and Will Smith's son is in there, Jaden Smith.
Yes, yes. See,
So-
I was just finishing up reading actually a book based in New York too, but sort of like more the 1950s, 60s before all this Bronx burning happening.
Mm.
But it's about the rich and the richer, right? So like the lives of the people who kind of run Manhattan and sort of like in the know-it-all, but they're all like born into prestige anyways. And it's so sad to me. I don't know, like women then couldn't go to school, or if they were going to school, then it was just a finishing school. What do people finish in finishing school? It's like learning how to sew. I don't know what it is, right? But ultimately, every single woman born there who are rich and prestigious already, the only goal for them is to marry richer, right? And then they move, and then they have like upgrades and husbands too. So it's not even you marry one husband, he's rich already, you live happily ever after, you have a divorce after 2 kids, and then you have all this money and social entree to everything, and then you marry the next loaded guy. Like, I don't know, it just seems like, but all of them were, always the set of people to be seen. Truman Capote is there, part of their set, who is
Isn't there a movie Capote?
yeah, but he's actually like the author of Breakfast at Tiffany's. And
Ralph says, did I hear disco? Where's Brittany? When are we talking disco?
So yeah, I don't know, but it's like another era too that's like I didn't know much about it. And
last movie we saw, I watched with the boys, and it was The Jungle Book.
oh yeah,
The Disney Jungle Book. And the boys didn't watch it. It was I was asking Tristan, they were supposed to watch it with your mom,
Yeah.
but then Mason was too afraid to watch it, so they watched Angry Birds instead.
oh
Because I started it, right? And then Mason was always in the kitchen. I'm like, come on, Mason, it's starting now. And I was wondering why he wasn't coming. And it was because he was scared. And then eventually he came. And then he was laughing throughout the whole movie. So it's
Was
basically,
it good?
you wouldn't like it because it has talking animals.
I hate talking animals.
And you don't
But
like-
I just love The Secret Life of Pets.
Well, it has real animals that
but
talk.
surprisingly, I also don't like cartoon animals. Remember?
That talk. But you like
but I
Lion
like
King.
Lion King,
You don't
And
like
I
real.
and I like Finding Nemo.
You don't like real animals that talk. And this has real animals that talk.
I didn't like the.
They sing all the songs like Bare Necessities.
Isn't that weird?
And they sing the monkey song. What's the monkey one?
I don't know.
You know what
The
the
King of the Jungle. Something.
he wants to be king or
Yeah, yeah,
something.
yeah. Well, it's like Beauty and the Beast. They're making Beauty and the Beast into a real
yeah,
movie,
with,
a real movie musical.
Harmony.
Hermione,
Hermione.
which is such a weird name.
Hermione.
But you know what I mean? Like it's weird. Like what did they start again? What was the very first Disney movie that they like made legit, like real movie?
Snow White.
No, but even before Jungle Book, there was one.
Peter Pan.
Hmm.
They did.
Alice in Wonderland. Yeah,
Oz.
right,
They
right.
made Oz. They
But
made
like
Oz?
with the whole like
Hook.
with how it was on Disney, like how they like like if Beauty and the Beast is gonna be singing real and like Jungle Book is like new but singing, or maybe I'm not. Maybe it is Jungle Book's the first one that
Hmm.
it's based on like the Disney cartoon movie where it's
Yeah.
all singy, right? Like
How
no
about
change.
that Once Upon a Time?
But that's it.
Yeah. So the Brick Junior is coming.
Yeah.
If you guys remember,
Actually, he's already here.
if you guys remember back in December, we
He
had
doesn't
a
watch this either for us to.
we had a special guest sitting right here, and it was the Brick Junior.
and he won't even be here for another special guesting.
Unless we do it on a Saturday.
We have a wedding.
Oh yeah. Oh. No special guest. It has to be the next visit.
We just have to enjoy him as he is.
So who's the Brickgineer?
He's my cousin. He now lives in LA.
He used to live
Santa
in
Monica, actually.
He used to live in Australia.
Yes.
But
he's the youngest of my
Did he
three.
lose his Australian accent?
No, he's still Australian.
He didn't lose it.
Maybe he might soon. Although I don't think he can lose it so easily.
He'll talk Cali. He'll talk
I don't
like
know what
Harold.
Cali-
Harold has a California
is
accent.
Is that a? Oh, that's what Harold.
Say that, yes.
Yeah, where is PCB? We're telling Disney now.
I don't know. Oh, they're either playing Funko Pops or they're
How do you
either
play Funko Pops?
you just
You just
put
take
it
a
on the
box and
wall.
go-
And you just, or they're
Which
playing
is exactly how I play with my collection stuff.
Pokemon Go.
Oh,
We didn't play much Pokemon Go this.
no.
Do you think
That's you.
do you think the Brickgineer is into Pokemon Go?
Mm,
He's that age. He's like Harold's age.
He flies a drone right now.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, him and Miller are actually here with her parents, so his in-laws, but they're actually in Markham like a couple of hours ago, and they're gonna go all the way to Quebec and Montreal
To visit.
to just see it.
Oh,
So they're doing like the whole Chinese tour bus thing,
okay.
and then they're
When
gonna
are they
come
back?
back Thursday. And I don't know. I really need to sort this out because I have my day off Thursday, and I was anticipating that he was gonna be here Thursday morning,
Hmm.
but his last email was, "Can you please save us at 7 p.m."
Oh, so they're
So
coming.
I don't want to
Thursday
waste
night.
my whole day off and then the next day, you know what I mean? If I can switch it off, maybe I'll take them to C&E in the morning.
On
Are you
Friday.
yeah? Are you okay with
Yeah,
that? Like
fine.
you don't want to come with us?
No.
And then home enough in Friday evening for you guys to go to like Lifetime, right? Because that's all he wants to do.
Will the courts be? It might be all full.
Friday night.
Yeah, people playing basketball.
Friday night. Well, the last time when he was littler, he just wanted to be dropped off at Lifetime.
Oh, okay.
And he was playing pickup, so
Just playing
maybe he
pickup.
can play and just I don't know. He
Yeah.
just wants. I think he just wants to see your rippling muscles and Tristan too, and play basketball. Because if you're like the Brickgineer is here, he's thinking too. I'm gonna see the Brick Adjuster. I don't know. At least you like my cousin.
He'll see if that's still built, and it is.
You make sure it's dusted. This is my thing though. My cousin Brickgineer is like a clean.
I have to
freak.
show him the motorized.
He's
Small
a
World.
clean freak. So in any case, I'm kind of bummed because like Saturday we're so busy already. We have our 3K coming up, and then we have a wedding. But I don't even want to stay. We just have to be early at the wedding, and then leave early. But then they're off. They're done already Sunday morning. I mean, it's a.
Oh, they
it's a-
can play with the grandkids.
it's a
I
quick-
mean, they can. Their nephews.
Yeah, it's a quick visit, which is nice enough that they're coming and hanging out. And I don't know. I can't hog them all, right?
Yeah, and they'll be back in December
No.
for Rogue One. The Rogue One trailers came out. Did you guys watch the Rogue One trailers?
Oh yeah, we went to see Star Wars with them last
Yeah.
time. Right?
It's gonna be our reunion thing.
Oh my gosh.
Every Christmas we have to
Hey,
watch.
Hey Andrew, no pressure, but can you and Mel spend money again and like fly to us? At least we house them, right? Or my mom houses them.
Yeah. So I opened up a Lego Shop at Home package.
What?
Remember I
No.
showed you? And they gave us extra stuff. And I was showing Tristan. He's like, "What's that?" Which was the same. So I opened it up.
Oh, did we already do this last week?
Not on Full of Brick.
When did we do this?
On Hangout with BA.
Are you sure?
And they gave us this. So I opened it up. I'm like, "What's this Friends thing?" Or I guess it's Frozen.
I didn't know she's so pretty. Look at that. Why?
So-
I don't remember the green dress.
I didn't order this, but
I don't understand this green
Lego-
dress. She never wore this green dress.
it's not canon. So I guess I'm gonna just use the pieces. I might build it.
And what's
review it.
this? What creepy thing is this?
It's a snowman. And you get 3 of them.
Oh my gosh.
You get Olaf too.
I don't understand why she's wearing green. She never wore green.
You gotta watch the movie again.
No, she never wore green. She wore blue. Elsa was blue.
So this came in the package when I ordered the Ghostbusters set because they didn't have Ghostbusters at
It
the
made my
Lego
heart
store.
palpitate there thinking, oh my God, what did you buy there?
No, it's the same thing. I just put it in this bag instead of the box. So they didn't have the Ghostbusters at the Lego store, and I wanted the bus, the London bus. So I just this was on the same day we went for the monthly mini build. So when we were in the food court, that's what I was doing. I was just ordering the Ghostbusters and the London bus.
Mm.
And so when it came in this huge box, and like when it's just the Ghostbusters and the
Are you
London
sure we
Bus.
didn't pay for this?
Yeah, it wasn't on the receipt.
$75 each.
And so they gave us this.
Wait, are we saying this in live?
Or maybe I did pay for it.
What?
I didn't, but I'm just saying. When you said.
What's that?
So this is the
Oh.
Ghostbusters that came. And I built it already. And so this is,
Who are you gonna call?
so this first character here is Holtzman. So I like the hair pieces. All the hair pieces are cool.
If there's something strange.
And even the torso and everything.
neighborhood,
You got the Ghostbuster
who are you
sign
gonna call?
and on the back.
Ghostbusters. That's a funky hair.
And then this one here is Patty. So she also comes with cool hair, which kind of looks like Bellatrix Lestrange's hair.
Let's see. This is new hair, right? Like this
Yeah,
hair has
these are
never
all
been happening.
these are all
before.
new hair.
Wow, these are special new hair. Holy, like look at this. It's just like all braided.
I know. This one is she's a character Melissa McCarthy plays. That's
Did
not
you know her
focusing.
show was canceled because she lost weight? Is that the real reason?
Her name is Abby. Which show? Gilmore Girls?
No, she has a show with a comedy. I don't.
Oh,
I've
Mike
never-
and Molly.
Yeah, I've never watched it.
So that's cool.
Oh, that is so fun.
And then this one here is Erin. I think this is played by the funny girl. What's her name?
Tina Fey?
No. She used to also be in Saturday Night Live.
The other Tina Fey's best friend.
No, I can't remember her name now. This one is Thor or Kevin. Who's Thor again? What's his? It's not focusing.
He's Australian.
The brother of the guy from the Hunger Games. There we go. And then you're given this guy who's called Mayhem. Or you get a black torso. Don't you see Nick anymore? What?
Don't see you anymore, Nick.
I'm here.
Chris Hemsworth.
Okay. See, look at
Oh, that's fancy.
the wings.
That's creepy.
So here's the actual Ghostbuster.
Which
Ecto
is
one.
it? Is it a better Ecto one than
Here,
the
I'll
other?
get the other one
Ecto?
so you can
Yeah, I don't
see.
understand why you don't have it. So we have printed Ghostbuster symbol on the side. It is not a sticker, which is cool. Doors open, and close. Oops, that one broke. That one doesn't open. The back door doesn't open.
Which one?
This back door.
No.
And they're not stickers, so that's cool.
They're printed.
You have one sticker here that you didn't put properly on the warning.
I know. I took it off and I put it back on. So this is the original. I like the new one better. I like the red roof and I like the designs on the side here.
See, okay, you know how some
So
people.
this one has a cool.
You know
booth
how
in
some
there.
people are like, how do you put your Lego pieces on when you build a set? Do you make sure that all of them are like the Lego sign itself? Is it all facing down?
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just impossible. Like this one is upside down, but it's this piece here, and this piece will be right side up.
Yeah.
Like it would just be impossible.
Here.
Oh.
What do you like better?
I don't know. They're the same. Get this one
Oh, you like the original?
because it's like not like this.
I like the new one better.
Why? Because it's new.
I like the red. I like the
I'm
stripe
trying
here
to
on
see.
the
I'm trying to
side.
see. Oh, the stripes are nice, I guess.
Ralph says the other one was also printed, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Sorry. I like how this blue thing is here.
Yeah, that's cool.
The stairs are nicer.
Yeah.
Just I don't know.
It's
Even
different.
the back, I like how it's more open in the back, like the windows. This is like, how do you check your rear? How do you? It's so tiny. Can you even see anything from outside when you're driving this thing?
Yeah, the back is a little too smallish compared to the old back.
Like this one is all nice and light.
And then you're given a motorcycle,
What?
which is just a motorcycle.
Oh.
Bye, Digger.
Bye, Digger.
It's a white motor. And here's the double-decker bus.
That's the only reason why I wanted it.
Yeah, but this will look nice with
I can't even
Big
see it because
Ben.
I'm short.
What do you mean?
Like when I see the big
Oh.
Ben, I'm short.
I can see it just fine.
Have you seen the dust?
No. Ralph says Lego faces right side up or right to left unless it's not possible. I probably spend an extra 10 minutes when building them. Make OCD.
But not as OCD.
Okay, and then our last thing I want to show.
But yeah, that's cool.
Tristan made another mock. Made
Mech?
a mech, which is cool.
You
but,
think he's running out of pieces? Like he's not.
like they're not joints. He actually didn't make it with joints.
What?
He used look.
Oh.
He's a stud. He put a stud over here. Focus. And he used the T-piece. And even for the arms. So if I take this off. See, there's like a snot piece, and then he used a stud with a T-piece on it to stick it on like that. That's cool. He's actually using Lego now and not just Mixel parts to make his figures.
Yep.
So that's creative. He used a helmet there. So he's evolving.
Getting
in his
more
creations.
Lego. Not so with training wheels.
Yeah. I still don't know how to do stuff like that. Okay. So now it's time for news that we can use.
In 20 seconds.
In 20 seconds. So you can do a whole song and dance while I.
La 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 la.
That sounded like
la.
Elmo's World.
La 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 la. Elmo's World.
Okay. Tonight, everyone will be watching Usain Bolt to see if he can win the 100 meters.
He already ran yesterday, right?
Yeah, that was preliminaries.
He ran it in 10 seconds. No world record, no Olympic record. But maybe he'll give it his all. Does he carry the Olympic record?
Yeah.
Does he carry the world record?
Yeah.
Oh.
You don't want to do preliminaries because then what if you do and then you don't even win the gold medal because you use up all your
energy? True.
So they've announced Batman, the Lego Batman sets. And so one of them is going to be the Arkham Asylum. And so they're going to come out with a new Arkham Asylum based on
like that?
Like
Where is
that
it?
one over there. But this one's going to be based on the Lego movie. So, I mean, based on the Lego Batman movie. And the characters, they said 12 minifigures in it. You got Batman.
Are we gonna get it?
I don't know. We'll see. Batman, Barbara Gordon,
What?
who I think is Batgirl.
Oh.
Aaron Cash. I don't know who Aaron Cash is.
Someone's gonna tell us.
Who's Aaron Cash? Or you can maybe do a hole there.
They already know.
What website do you use for news that you can use? I use
The news you can use.
Brick Fan. Alan the Brick Fan.
Alan the Brick
So you can
Fan.
follow along with me, Alan the Brick Fan.
Lego Lobster, what does that mean?
They have 2 guards. They're going to have Harleen Quintal, Joker, Two-Face, and the Riddler. And 3 more
Ralph
villains.
is saying any of them coming with their Lego Lobster. What does that mean?
I don't know.
It is Lobster Fest, so go to your closest.
So that's one. They're also going to come out with a Bat Cave based on the one we saw. Saying that the Bat Cave, it's remember in the trailer where Batman has like all those suits all hung up.
Yes.
Like that? So there's going to be something like that with like a disco suit and like a diving suit.
Oh.
And then some of the minifigures, there's going to be ones I've never heard of. Tarantula. Have you heard of Tarantula? Have you heard of Zebra Man?
No.
So there's going to be Zebra Man. There's going to be...
Are these villains?
Yeah, villains. Kite Man.
No.
Sounds weird. Kite Man.
Are they making them up now?
And Calendar Man. And they're saying that, Aaron Cash is part of Commissioner Gordon's Inner Circle officer, I believe. Oh, thanks, Brick Dude. And they're saying that, remember they came out with the Lego movie CMFs?
Yes.
They're going to have the Lego Batman movie CMFs. And instead of 16...
See, when they talk about stuff like this, you know for sure Simpsons are done.
Yeah, probably.
And Disney's done.
So instead of 16, you know how Disney they had 18?
Yeah.
We have 20. So 20 different ones. So in a box,
We're just buying the whole box.
it'd be like only, you know how
Two,
sometimes
yeah.
there's 5?
Yeah, yeah. So
in a
it'll be like
box?
2 or
Two
whatever,
or 3
right? Yeah,
if
yeah.
there's 20 in a
For
box.
sure.
20 of different ones.
For sure.
So these are all rumors, but usually the rumors come out being true.
Rumors, especially from the Brickman.
Next bit of news, they announced some 2017 sets. So for architecture, they're continuing with the
Skyline.
the skyline. We've had so far
New York.
is New York. We've had Berlin. We've had Italy one. What's the Italian?
Venice.
Sydney. So
Oh,
they're gonna come out with Sydney.
with the Opera House again.
I don't know. What else is there besides the Opera House that's famous in Sydney?
Shores.
There's gonna be Chicago.
Oh, Chicago's cool.
I wonder if they're gonna have the bean.
They need that. What? Oh, yeah, that's interesting.
The bean.
What is that? Aren't they the city with a?
Brick Dudes, Chicago. Are you excited?
Is it the building with a diamond? Like when you know what I mean? Like there's a diamond face, but it's on a diagonal.
What's that building, Brick Dudes?
Is
What's
that in Chicago, or am I thinking of like another city?
Brick Dudes? What's the building with the diamond?
What's the main? Is it the where? What's the main building in Chicago when we went, Nick? And
So
then we went up, and then did we get there?
the Rockefeller? No, that's
Isn't there New York?
The
Yeah,
Sears
see?
building.
Sears building.
And they're gonna be the London. They're gonna have London. So probably Big Ben again.
The circle. The
There might be like
the eye,
the
the
bridge.
London Eye.
the bridge.
Okay. Aren't we like sick of all that?
And they're
stuff?
gonna have the Guggenheim Museum.
Oh, but we already have the. Isn't there a Guggenheim?
Yeah, I think there's Guggenheim, but I'm not sure if they're different.
It's all circle, but the Guggenheim Museum is in New York.
No, I mean another architecture
Oh.
set. That's the Guggenheim.
Why?
Bunch of city sets. It looks like there's gonna be Gangster Squad. There's gonna be a sports thing. And another superheroes. Ones we've talked about already. Superman versus Bizarre. Killer
Is that
Mistake.
coming out in September?
There's gonna be a DC superhero high school.
What?
$79.99. I don't know what that
That's
could
weird.
be. That's interesting. A high school superheroes. And there's gonna be DC superhero girls.
Oh,
Disney Princess. There's gonna be Barry's Kitchen. What's Barry? Who's Barry? Barry's
I don't
Kitchen.
know, Barry.
Petite's riding set.
These are all fake princesses.
Who's Moana? Moana Disney Princess.
Fake princesses.
Is Moana the new Disney
No.
movie?
I don't know. Oh yeah, it is. It's Hawaiian.
Marvel. There's gonna be 3 Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
When is that coming out? That movie? I haven't even seen any previews.
I think there's a new movie. There's
New
gonna be
movie?
we talked about last time Lola, and that's Agent Coulson with Iron Man and
Oh,
Detroit
yes.
Steel.
Mhm.
Minecraft. There's gonna be a Mushroom Island, Nether Train, Nexo Knights. That's all Harold stuff. Action Macy, Aaron Macy. I mean
Harold's
Action.
into Nexo Night.
Yeah, he likes Nexo Knights.
Oh.
Action Aaron, Action Axel. Star Wars.
So many.
There's gonna be all the Rogue One sets. I was gonna show you the Rogue One sets, but Alan the Brick fan took them down. He said that
He
Lego
couldn't-
wanted to take them
How
down.
did? Do you think Ellen gets like?
I don't know. But there's gonna be a Yoda's Jedi Starfighter.
Hmm.
And there's gonna be Return of the Jedi Lando set. So I'm wondering if that's gonna be like Cloud City. Because
Yeah.
Lando Calrissian,
Yes,
he
yes,
was in
yes.
the Cloud
Above.
City
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So that would be cool. There's no
Lando's good,
precedent.
but does he ever become bad? Or Lando
He's
was
bad. He was the one who turned them in, but then afterwards he redeemed himself.
I know by saving them.
Yeah, he was bad in Empire,
Yeah.
and he was good in Return of Jedi. So it says Return of the Jedi Lando set, so then maybe it's not Cloud City, because
No.
Cloud City is Empire.
Yeah.
Okay. Technic, they have a bunch of Technic stuff here. The most expensive one is the Air Race Jet with power functions. And then a bunch of Lego Ninjago movie sets. On some of the voices, so we talked about this before. Master Wu is going to be Jackie Chan.
Yep.
Dave Franco, you know who Dave Franco is now, right?
Franco's brother.
Yeah, he's Lloyd. Olivia Munn,
Yeah, she's
she's
don't tell
Lloyd's
me.
mom.
She's from X-Men.
Yeah, she is.
Cyclops.
Michael Pena is Kai. And then all these other people, I don't know who they are.
That's so mean that we're not going to say their names.
This is the new winter set, but I'm not too wowed by it, luckily for you.
Because you already have trains and we're not really big trains. It's interesting though. It's really green.
It's kind of small. It's 734
Oh.
pieces for 129 bucks.
What?
So it's not, I don't think it's worth
Do you
it.
think Lego is just getting more expensive?
I would rather them make like a building. You know how they always made the buildings?
Because you're pro building.
I don't know about the
What's the modular this year? Nothing?
Brick Bank.
Oh, that was already so long
So there's a
ago.
video. You can watch the video. It's kind of small. Even the minifigures that come with it.
Or like 3.
The big thing for some people, I guess, is it comes
The
with
robot.
a train track.
Oh.
That comes with a circular
Mm.
train track.
Let it go.
But I'm not big into trains.
Let it go.
See,
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
It's okay.
I would rather they come up with.
But if you get it
something.
for free, right?
Yeah, but you don't always depend on that. Okay, so that's all the news that
We
we
can
can
use.
use. Okay, what's the comment says? The Brick Maniac says, I love the Steam Loco, but I'm probably gonna make more Steam Locos instead of buying the overpriced train set.
Yes.
And Brick Dude says, that's why you buy it with VIP points.
But even so,
And Brick
that's a lot of
Maniac
VIP
says,
points.
Lando hasn't made up his mind
Yeah,
if
I
he's
know.
good or bad now. And Brick Dude says, might be Lando in home one preparing for battle in the briefing room. And he's good and bad. Okay, so thank you for everyone for watching. Let's go through who, not a lot of people were. I think it was just Brick Dudes and Brick
Thanks,
Maniac
Brick Dude.
talking
But
back
this
and
is like
forth.
the first time in a long time that Brick Dude's
I know,
for
he
the
stuck
whole time.
around.
Because I was gonna make a comment this morning that I'm like, let's see how long Brick Dude stick around for this one. Hey guys, and then
I know.
oh, he's gone.
Brick
like,
Dudes is
5
always-
minutes in.
Always at the beginning, hey guys, and then he's gone.
So thanks for sticking around.
Ralph the Brule, thanks for coming. And he says the lobster will come with Alfred. I don't know what this lobster
You're
is.
making me want some lobster right now.
And he says, I want the lobster.
I want the lobster too.
Digger, thanks for coming in. And oh, the Steam Loco brick. There you go. Who says disco? I don't know the Steam Loco brick.
No.
You're new to us.
No.
And the Brickovator. Brickovator.
Mhm.
Brickovator.
That's a cool name.
It's like you're an innovator because you're a brickovator.
Brickovator.
And there's just a lot of orange S's here.
Mason was asking me all these questions about how candy is made today and what's in candy. Like, what's in taffy? It's like sugar. How did they make it so sticky? Because after X amount of manipulation, candy, sugar melted gets sticky, right? And I'm like,
Oh, and NSA Bricks, who says, I'll watch you later. I'll watch you all later. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
and I said, why don't you become a scientist and then you can make candy as a
You
living?
can make your own candy.
And then he's like, no, I'm going to be an inventor. Seriously.
Brick Dude says, yeah, I usually just listen while I clean and have been.
Paloma for the move, the less.
Oh, okay. Packing. So he doesn't leave. He just says, hey, and then he's not on the chat. But this time he's
While
sitting
I
down.
clean?
Because he's moving. Everyone's moving.
Where are
Did
you
you know
moving? Where's he moving? Why
that?
is
Harold's
he moving?
moving. Brick moving. Someone else is moving. Brick Maniac? No, I don't know if you're moving. I'm not sure.
Extreme Bricks is going to be in the military.
Okay. So next Sunday, are we able to do it regular time?
Yes.
What time do you have to bring to the airport?
Morning, because their flight's at 10.
Okay.
So then I'll have time to even go and do swimming classes. Swimming classes again resume next week. He was on hiatus for the last 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it should be the same time.
All right.
This tomorrow
Oh,
we'll just,
see, Brick Maniac's moving. I didn't
we'll
hear
just
him
we
moving.
just plop Hayden in this crib.
Plop.
We're like, we're over you.
Okay, so thanks everyone for tuning in for an hour and 12 minutes
Wow.
or more because I started the timer later.
No.
This is Nick and
Maria.
thanks for watching. And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.